All right, looks like I'm live once again. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 12:30. And I'm pulling up my comments to see if anyone's here. We're gonna have a little quick chat. Not much going on here today, which is nice. Can't complain about sunshine, right? But there's a good bit of weather throughout some parts of the country today, a very typical spring-like setup. So we'll chat about that. I know a lot of people are tuning in who don't necessarily live in Tampa, live in Florida, but they just want to know what's going on. So if you can hear me, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or just comment. Tell me your name, where you're watching from. And I'll hopefully be able to answer some of your questions. Hi, Seth. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. I hope it's nice in your neck of the woods, Seth. This is gorgeous here in Florida. My gosh, you can see this live look around. I have Tampa up, St. Pete Beach up. St. Pete Beach just looks postcard perfect today. Look at those blue waters, just gorgeous. Sarasota looking absolutely lovely. Clearwater Beach looking down at the Sugar Sands Sand Castle Festival or competition, which is very fun. If you haven't been out there for that, you should definitely go and check it out if you can. Armature Works looking lovely. A great day to head out to Armature Works. That's one of my favorite spots when it's not super crowded. Which on a day like this, if it was a day like this on a Saturday or a Sunday, good luck trying to get parking at Armature Works, right? But it's a really gorgeous day. Lakeland, one of our newest cameras. We have a camera in Polk County. Yes, you can see blue skies, a little bit of cloud cover there. But overall, it looks pretty good. So let's talk about what's ahead. If you have any questions, let me know. Please don't feel nervous to ask a question. We're all friends here. Hey, Jay. What's going on? Hey, Lillian from Glen Head, Long Island, New York. New York in the house. It's not too bad of a day up there in New York, huh? Not too bad at all. I love Long Island. On the other end, Jan, hi, how's it going? Jan Francis, it's snowing here in Colorado. We got 9 inches of what she calls blessings this morning. If you like snow, I'm sure you would call it a blessing. Can't say I could call it a blessing. I'm not a snow girl. I'm from Atlanta. We don't do snow. But I'm sure it's beautiful. If you have any pictures, Jan, that you would like to show us, just drop them off in the message box there, in the DMs. Because we would love to show them to our viewers. Yeah, winter weather throughout the West Coast just goes to show that, you know, here in Florida, our springs are certainly different throughout the rest of the country. Spring just means unsettled weather, and that's what we're seeing today. We get snow, and then by the end of the week, it's going to warm back up a little bit. So currently here, 84 degrees in Tampa, big difference from Colorado, where Jan is this morning. Still morning over there, right? I believe so. Noon-ish, midday. 84 in Tampa, 81 for Clearwater at the coast. We're still seeing some lower 80s and 70s, so very pleasant conditions to get out to the beach. It's one of those days where it's just like, why am I at work? I should be outside. I tried to eat lunch outside for a little bit. I was out there for about 15 minutes. And I had to get back in for work. But if you can't get outside, it's just one of those mood-boosting weather types of days where it's just gorgeous. The dew points are on the lower end as well. 60-degree dew points, that's not bad. That's on the lower end of our a little sticky range. But those dew points will be going up a little bit. The humidity starts to sneak back in just a bit more as we head into the end of the week. So even though today is nice and warm, already at 84 degrees, it feels really good outside. The air doesn't feel as heavy as it typically would, especially during the summertime. Let's look ahead to, here's the planner for the rest of the day. So, yeah, 3 o'clock in those mid to upper 80s. We have a high today of 88. That's well above average for us, about 7 degrees or so. And that's pretty much the trend. That's our weather story for the entire week. The building heat, even though it feels really comfortable out there today, you will definitely feel a difference compared to the weekend. We were in the 70s. Saturday and Sunday, and now we're back in the 80s in full force and not seeing a cool down anytime soon. So your high temperatures today, upper 80s, excuse me, inland, lower 80s as you get to the coast. 82 for St. Pete, 83 from Bradenton, 84 for Venice, 87 for Bartow, 86 for Frostproof. So not terribly hot, and especially with these lower dew points, the lower humidity, doesn't feel too bad out there. Great boating conditions today. Moderate chop on the bay. We have a wind coming out of the south at 15 knots, seas at 2 to 3 feet. No advisories for you. Look at that water in Clearwater. It's not as smooth as it could be, but it's definitely not as bumpy as it could be either. So really great conditions to head out on the boat. I was talking to Bobby earlier about boating. That's what he did throughout the weekend. And why not? It was a gorgeous day on Sunday, and today's just as good if you want to head out on the boat. I don't have a boat, but if you have a boat, want to hit me up, say, hey, come out on the boat today. I will leave everything at work to come out on the boat. It's just one of those days where it's gorgeous. Tomorrow, a little more cloud cover, but still pretty decent. Temperatures getting up into the upper 80s once again, so that warmth, the above average temperatures, once again, they're here to stay. And getting through the afternoon, there's not actually a shower chance. That's wrong. I should have deleted that. Tomorrow should be pretty quiet. Our rain chances don't really bump up until the end of the week. Thursday into Friday and Saturday, mainly Friday into Saturday, really. And I'll show you the future cast in just a minute here. But your Wednesday looks pretty good. You can still get outside and get whatever you need to get done. Here's our current temperatures, and this kind of shows you the setup here that we have throughout the country. We're getting a little more national here since there's not a lot going on here. So we can talk about what's going on throughout the rest of the country and what's ahead for us. And this is kind of a great illustration to show you. You can see those stark temperature contrast. You can see throughout the northern plains where it is snowing. And just like, hi Brenda, how's it going? I want to say hi, make sure I say hi to everybody. Where Jan is, said it's snowing in Colorado. You see those purples, you see those blues. That's way cooler over on the west coast, 32 degrees in Salt Lake. So big difference. And then we have warm, moisture air throughout some parts of the southern plains, the deeper south. You see that indicated by the 70s and 80s. Throughout parts of Texas, Oklahoma, ranging all the way into Atlanta and the Carolinas. And that is interacting with that cooler air coming in from the northwest. And when we have that classic clash of two air masses, we get, voila, storms. And so we have a severe threat today. And on the warmer side, that's a severe threat. On the cold sector of the storm, we have blizzard warnings. Yeah, it's springtime, but this happens to our northern plains folks. So we have a little bit of everything in weather world today, especially across the country. You can see here, kind of active on our satellite and radar, not really much happening as of yet. And there is a limiting factor here with the severe weather. We have a pretty significant cap over Texas, Oklahoma, and some parts of the deeper south. If that cap is broken, then it's fair game. We're good to go with that severe weather, and those storms can really blossom. But if the cap holds, we don't really get that severe weather threat. That was kind of the issue over the next couple of days with how the severe weather threat plays out throughout the south and the Midwest, the plains. This does not include us, so I'm really just talking about what's going on throughout the rest of the country here. But keep your eye on the radar. If you have any friends in Texas today, also all the way into Iowa, they have a significant chance for severe weather. As you can see here on our satellite and radar, this is our National Watch's blizzard warning in effect for North Dakota. High wind warnings in effect for the plains. Fire weather warnings as well. As the storm system moves through, we have really gusty winds with it already in a pretty dry area where there's enough fuels that if you get a spark, then a fire could rapidly grow and become dangerous. So with these systems, yes, you get the storms, you get the hail, sometimes tornadoes, damaging wind threats, but you can really get, fire weather with that as well if you have the right conditions to do so, and we have that today. So just very dynamic weather system at play here. You can see our severe weather outlook for today. That bullseye is right in the Iowa area, at least northwestern Iowa. Also includes a bit of Oklahoma, Oklahoma too. Includes a bit of Omaha, Wichita, Kansas, that Tornado Alley area. pretty much is in a risk for severe weather today. That goes all the way down to Dallas, where they can see a few storms, but of course with that capping situation, we'll just have to see if that plays out. This continues into Wednesday as the storm system shifts, and this is the newest outlook. When we looked at this earlier today, the Mississippi Valley was just an enhanced risk. Now they're up in a moderate risk. So this includes Memphis, parts of Arkansas, who saw severe weather last night. There was a really nasty storm that moved into the north of Little Rock yesterday. There's still a chance for more severe weather. Tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail as we get into Wednesday for that part of the country that goes all the way up into Illinois. And then as we get into Thursday, the severe weather threat kind of goes away a little bit. We lose a bit of that energy that we need to keep those stronger storms going. But as this frontal system continues to shift south, this is going to get close, well, it's going to get to Florida. The front won't actually make it to Tampa, but we will see an unsettled weather pattern just because of that front moving through. And yes, this is going to be a part of the same system that's moving throughout the Midwest and the plains today, bringing us severe weather over the next couple of days. By the time it gets here, it weakens, it washes out, stalls out right over to the north of us. But we will see a chance for showers and a couple of storms pretty much through the entire weekend, and that includes Easter. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. But for Thursday, here's a look. You can see a bit more moisture is moving into the area. That's going to help to support a few more scattered showers and possibly a storm or two, mainly in our interior counties. So it's like kind of a sea breeze-driven shower and storm chance as we get into Thursday afternoon and through the evening. You can see mainly in Highlands County, DeSoto County, on the eastern coast of Florida. So we have about a 20% chance for rain on Thursday. By Friday, there's still a chance for showers. Your morning looks to be pretty good, but you can see a bit more cloudy as more moisture is pooling ahead of that front that's moving through the north of the state. You can see the setup here. Warmth and humidity is going to be building back in over the next couple of days. There's that front, so you can see this is Thursday, 3 o'clock, draped across the panhandle pretty much. So a scattered shower is possible, and then there's a better chance for a shower or even a storm as we get into Friday, but you can see that front just stays to the north of us, not really getting farther south. So we're not going to get a huge shot of drier or cooler air anytime soon. The warmth sticks around, but a shower chance sticks around as well as we get into Saturday. You can see the best rain chances, though, really stay along the deeper south, Louisiana through southern Georgia, all the way through the Carolinas, with just a small rain chance for us. So the weather does become unsettled, even though the rain chance is small. Keep that, on your mind if you have any plans this weekend. And it was a pretty active weekend in regards to holidays and just it being spring in Florida. So just keep that on your mind if you're going to be outside starting Friday and even through carrying into Monday. Not really going to see much of a change in our weather here. Still unsettled with that pattern sticking around. So your forecasted highs over the next few days, that's one of the major stories here. Upper 80s, pushing 90 in many spots. Some spots could get up to 90 today, but definitely closer to 90 in a lot of areas, especially inland by the end of the week, even with that rain chance. And the dew points will also go up as well. So yesterday and the day before, this weekend, dew points are very low. We didn't have a lot of surface moisture here. So 40s and 50-degree dew points, that's very comfortable air, very, very refreshing air. And getting into the rest of the week, those dew points will be on the steady uptick, mid-60s, so you will feel the difference in the air as we get into the next couple of days. This isn't oppressively humid, but it's just not as refreshing as some of our mornings have been, especially coupled with upper 80s, close to 90. It's going to feel a little more like a late spring, summertime situation here in Tampa. So your 7-day forecast, not terrible. There's no big washouts anytime soon, which is nice, but your rain chances do go up Saturday and Sunday. I would say keep the umbrellas close on Sunday for Easter. I wouldn't cancel your plans. I wouldn't cancel your Easter egg hunts, but just keep in mind that you have to be keeping an eye on the radar for any showers. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Is what I'm here for. There's really just not much going on here today, but if you want me to get into anything more nationally, we can do that too. And today is on days like this. I mean, it's just in the Weather Center. We're busy, but gosh, we take these days as a blessing because sometimes we are on air for a very long time covering some dicey weather, but not so much today. One of the best things about living in Florida is that you get just gorgeous weather on days when the country is not, or parts of the country is not. So I'm going to go back to this little graphic here because it's so delightful. You see all the blue skies, you see the water. It's just so nice. Alrighty, friends. Well, I may be wrapping up and letting you all get on throughout the rest of your day. Once again, if you have any questions, just feel free to hit me up on my Facebook page. I should be linked here. I'm also on Twitter. My @ is right here in a little banner below. And so if you ever have any questions, just let me know. I'll be able to answer them for you if you don't have any questions now. Let's see. Anything else I have to say? Nope, not really. Okie doke, my friends. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. The weather tomorrow is not going to be too bad at all. We're just getting a little warmer, a little more humid day by day. So make sure that you're staying hydrated. Put on that sunscreen. Be nice, and I will see you all when I see you.